Okay, good morning to one and all. My name is Suresh. So today we are discussing about the one more topic. The lesson name is the friction. Okay, so the topic name is the your friend says that how to prove that friction is depends on the area of the contact and how do you prove it and with some experiments. So today in this class we are discussing about the your friend says that friction is depends on the area of the contact. How do you prove it and prove it with some experiments? Okay, first of all we'll draw the one brick. Okay, and we'll take the some spring balance and it is the hook. Now I will draw the parts on the picture. It is the brick. It is the brick. Next, it is the spring balance. Spring balance. Next, it is the hook. It is the hook. Mainly, in this activity number 4, we will prove that friction depends on the area of the contact. How do you prove it? And do this some activities. First of all, we will take the one string. This string is stitched with the one brick. Stitching with the one brick. And now gently push it the spring balance. Now note the spring balance reading. So here only we find out the how much amount of the applied force. We find out the how much amount of applied force. How much amount of the applied force. Here only the brick is to kept on the horizontally. Okay, now do the experiment. Tie the string with the one brick and gently pushing the spring balance and note the spring balance reading. Here only the brick is to occupy the some more space. Okay, so here only the area is very more. Here area of brick is more. Area of the brick is very more. So what is today we discuss about topic? How do you prove that friction depends on the area of the contact and how do you prove it? Okay, now first of all tie the string and with the brick. Now gently pushing the brick and note down the spring balance reading. Spring balance reading is noted. Spring balance reading is noted. And same experiment do on the another activity. So here only the brick is kept on the upsides. Okay, so how much area of the brick is occupied? Is the floor of the brick is very small. So again we will take the one string and pulling the brick and note this reading. And here area of the contact brick is very more, but here area of the contact very small. Comparing to second picture, comparing to second activity. Here area is very small. Area is very small. So in the first picture area is more. Why? Here the brick is to kept on the horizontally direction, but here only the brick is kept on the vertically direction. Here only the brick is kept on the horizontally direction. So in these two activities we are conclusion that frictional force is depends upon the irrepresentative areas of the contact. in these two pictures, we conclusion that frictional force is depends on the irrepresentative of area of contact. These are the today topic. Today in this class we are discussing about your friend says that friction is depends upon the area of the contact, and how do you prove it? Okay na. First of all, I will take the one brick. This brick is kept on the horizontally direction. Okay na. Next, I will take the one string and take the one spring balance. Here only we take the one hook and when gently we pushing on the brick, here only we noted the spring balance reading, and here only the brick is to occupy the some area of the contact. Here area of contact is very high. Same experiment we are doing we take the brick is to kept on the vertically direction. Along here only take the spring balance just to pushing the spring, and here only note the spring balance reading. Here only the brick is occupy the area is very small compared to the second picture. So in these two activities we are conclusion that frictional force is depends upon the irrepresentative area of the contact. Now are you understanding all numbers this activity? So today we are discussing about activity number 4, how to prove that frictional force is depends on the area of the contact. First of all, take the one brick, take the one string and spring balance, and pushing the spring balance, here note the reading. So here only the brick is to occupy the more area of the contact. Why? What is the reason? Because of the brick is to kept on the horizontally direction. Next, same activity doing here only the brick is to kept on the vertically direction. Here the brick is to occupy the very small area of the contact. So in these two activities we are finally conclusion that the frictional force is depends upon the irrepresentative area of the contact. Now only I am asked some questions on this activity. First of all, how many forces are acting on the horizontal direction? In this picture, how many forces are acting on the horizontally? First question, how many forces are acting on the, it is which direction? Horizontally direction. How many forces are acting on the horizontally directions? Main two forces are acting on the horizontal direction. First one is the frictional force. Answer, frictional force. Next, second one is the applied force. Applied force by using as. These two forces are acting on the horizontal direction in the picture. Are understanding all numbers? How many forces are acting on the horizontal direction? There are two forces are acting on the first one, frictional force and applied force. Next, I will ask second question. How do you comparing with the frictional force and normal force? Okay, so finally the frictional force is depends upon the irrepresentative area of the contact. So today we are discussing about the one activity. This activity is very important. Frictional force is depends upon the area of the contact. Is it to prove, and how do you prove it? Okay now. First of all, we will take the one brick. This brick is kept on the horizontal direction. Okay now. Now take the one string and one spring balance and hook. Okay now. Now gently pushing the hook. Here only note the some frictional force reading. So the brick is here only apply the occupy the more frictional force on the area of the contact. Next, here only change the direction of the brick. Here only kept the upside direction, vertically direction. Again, here only we pulling the string and note the spring balance reading. Here only the brick is occupy the very small area comparing to the floor. And also, finally, we conclusion that frictional force is depends upon the irrepresentative area of the contact. And also, I am asked some questions on this activity. How many forces are acting on the horizontally direction? How many forces are acting on the picture and the brick? One is the frictional force, and the second one is the applied force. By applied force is applying on the by us. Next, finally the conclusion that frictional force is varying with the horizontally direction. For the frictional force is depends upon the area of the contact with irrepresentative area of the contact. These are the today we are discussing our topic. Okay, understanding all numbers. What is the topic name today? How do you prove that frictional force is depends upon the area of the contact? Easy to prove it and do the some activities. Okay, understanding all numbers. Finally, how many forces are acting on the horizontal direction? Two forces. One is the frictional force and the second one is the applied force. Okay, next we are discussing about the second activity. How do you prove that friction produce the heat?